and welcome back to my channel, Black Imperial Travel. Today is Saturday, March 16th. It's a little before 10 a.m. right now here in Santander, Spain. I am coming here today because finally, we have a nice, sunny, supposed to be 70-degree day. It's actually been like this all week, but naturally I work Monday through Friday, so I hadn't had time to vlog. But since the weather is nice, me and my friend Ashaya, you've seen her here on a couple of my vlogs on my channel if you've been here before. But we have decided to go check out yet another charming village here in Cantabria, and we are going to head to Cabezón de la Sal. And Cabezón de la Sal is about an hour and a half, maybe a little under that distance from Santander by train. The train line starts here in Santander, and for this train we take it all the way to the last stop, which is Cabezón de la Sal. And it's just supposed to be yet another charming village here in Cantabria with a lot of history and architecture, and just something to go see and do. Like if you checked out my Santiana del Mar vlog or my Liarganes vlog here on this channel, it's something similar to that, but it's somewhere new and the weather is nice, so we're excited. The train is supposed to leave at 10:30, and we are supposed to get to Cabezón de la Sal around noon. So I'm about to walk to the train station. It's about a 10-minute walk from my house here, so I should get there, you know, 10:15 around there, just to be nice and early for the train. I have an abono, and an abono here basically is for like the quarter. You buy the abono for 10 euros and you can go anywhere on the trains in this system, unlimited basically, for 10 euros. So that's how I get there. However, if you're visiting Cantabria, you probably, I mean, maybe you'd want to get an abono. It might be cheaper than just a round trip ticket to Cabezón de la Sal. I don't know, because when I get to the train station, I don't have to buy a ticket. I already have the card because I live here. But yeah, that's what we got going on for today. A cute little day trip. So come along, let's go. Okay, it's 10:26 a.m. here on the train. The train should leave in a little less than 10 minutes, so I will see you all in like an hour and a half. So it's 11:53 a.m., almost noon. I called it. We're here. I hit a trash can with my elbow, but we're here in Cabezón de la Sal. This is the train station right there. So we're here going to, I think Ashaya wants a snack, and then we're going to explore and walk around. Somebody was hungry.
Very hungry.
So we had to make a stop. We ain't even been here that long. It's 12:02.
Yummy num num.
But, of course, my favorite, rueda.
Oh, this is great.
The wine is good as well. Salud.
Salud.
We finished our little snack, drink break. I'm actually out here on the balcony of where we were outside having a snack and drink because their bathroom was upstairs. And if you know me, you know I had to use the bathroom before we went back out. So yeah, about to hit the town and explore and see what Cabezón de la Sal is all about. This was the view from the bar and restaurant we were at, which I thought was really cute and gave you a nice view of the city. And then we walked up just a little bit, it's not far from the train station, to check out their local park, as you can see. And here at the park, they have a large house, basically, and the cultural house is open from certain hours, while the park is basically open from morning to night. So we got to explore inside the cultural house a little bit, but it looked like they were having a committee meeting in there. So they kind of saw us walk in and we asked the lady, was there anything to see upstairs? And she said, no, there's not really anything to see upstairs. So we just looked at the art on the wall here and then went back outside to look around the park a little bit more. I love these like old style trees. I always see them around here in smaller cities here in Cantabria. We don't have them a lot in Santander, but in the smaller towns, they always have them, which I love. And spring is on the way in full bloom. Love these flowers. So after we left the park, we went to explore towards the center city with the sign. This is basically as center as you can get. And here for this Saturday, they were having an open market. So basically everyone was selling anything, like a pop-up farmer's market basically. So there was, you know, fruit, vegetables, meats, clothes, shoes, anything you can think of to buy was available to buy at the market that day. So we just walked around and wanted to see. And then there was this gorgeous cathedral. Unfortunately, the doors were locked, so we couldn't get inside. So this was the only view. But this is the largest cathedral in Cabezón de la Sal. And as we kept walking, you can see it's nestled, the city itself is nestled in the mountains of Cantabria, which is really nice. So that basically took us out, and then we walked back in and stumbled across this lovely bar. It definitely gave me summer vibes out here, just with all the chairs, and the weather was 70, so it was a really nice time. And this bar specifically just reminded me of the brewery scene back in the States, and I got to meet a little friend here as well. Just walking around exploring, literally off the side of the road, we stumbled upon this bar, and I was like, it really gives me like, I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, so it really gives me like Charlotte brewery scene. So of course had to stop and get a drink. Tinto Verano here, literally red wine and lemon Fanta. So it's 1:52, almost 2 o'clock. Literally leaving the little bar place we were at outside to go right across the street and have lunch. There weren't too many food options in Cabezón, and this was the closest one that had decent reviews on Google. So we said, let's check it out. This is a restaurant actually in the bottom of a hotel. So we started off with the patatas bravas, which the basically fries, but these were like thin sliced potato, like wedges kind of. I thought it was decent, but something about the red sauce I just wasn't a fan of. I like the white sauce, but not the red sauce. And then we both got orders of the gambas al ajillo or garlic shrimp, and it came out bubbling, steaming, but this was really good and really, really flavorful. Loved it. So it's 2:54 p.m., almost 3 o'clock, leaving the restaurant for lunch. I think lunch was pretty good. Definitely preferred the shrimp to the potatoes, but overall it was pretty good. So we have another hour here to walk around and explore before we head back to the train station, because we want to catch the 4:05 p.m. train back to Santander. So just a bit more walking around and looking around Cabezón de la Sal. I don't know why I was about to say Cabezón de la Mar. Cabezón de la Sal. And yeah, that's what we got going on. Cabezón de la Sal isn't that big, so we had pretty much seen most of what we wanted to see prior to lunch, but we just did a bit more walking around. and exploring through the nooks and crannies of the city and through their residential areas, and ended up back near the train station right before it was time to leave. It is 3:41 p.m. here now at the train station because we've done enough walking around. We've seen what we needed to see, so just waiting for our train back to Santander. Similarly, I'm pretty sure it's an hour and a half back.
¿También vais para allá? O sea, para Santander.
Sí, sí.
¿En este andén o aquel?
No, pienso que aquí porque es el vía 1.
Sí. Que viene por aquí. Sí, sí. Es que yo aquí no.
See you in an hour and a half. It is 3:53 p.m. here on the train. Should be leaving in the next 10 minutes. So yeah, see y'all in Santander. It is 5:43 p.m. As you can see, I have made it back home here in Santander. As I had suspected, the train ride was about an hour and a half because we landed a little before 5:30. The train was crowded. There was a lot of teenagers on the train. I guess like a lot or a good portion of teenagers like live further out from Santander, and they come to Santander on the weekends to wreak havoc because they are out there in the streets just running amok. So the train station was packed, getting off the train, everything. So I did not record any of that. I was trying to get away so I could make it back home. But we are back home now. It was a good day visiting Cabezón de la Sal. What I will say is that after visiting, like, I wouldn't compare it to like Santiago del Mar, because Santiago del Mar is more like a historic village, and Cabezón de la Sal was described to me as that, but it's a little bit more city-like than some of the other villages that I have visited, or small towns or cities here in Cantabria. But it's still nice and worth the visit for sure, especially just for a little day trip. But I would not compare it to like one of those historical villages because that's not accurate, definitely, after seeing and visiting firsthand. But I did enjoy my trip there. I thought it was really nice, cute for the day, exploring Cantabria little by little, bit by bit. So I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next time.